Hey everyone, we're back for another reaction video on the final whistle. I already got my Burnley vs Newcastle game reaction up already. Go give that one a view. Maybe you'll like it. Who knows? It was quite the interesting game between Newcastle and Burnley, a battle of the relegation. And now I'm going to be talking about the top four race in the Champions League. And I'm going to wrap it up with these two games we saw today, the most interesting ones. I'm not going to talk about the Arsenal-Sheffield United game because that's really a boring game, I thought. And we are going to talk about starting off with the West Ham Newcastle. What am I talking about? West Ham Leicester game. West Ham managed to get 3 up on Leicester, which we've seen multiple weeks in a row from West Ham. They went up 3-0 on Wolves. They went up 3-0 on Arsenal. And they ended up tying Arsenal 3-3. They ended up beating Wolves 3-2. And here they go against Leicester. And it is 3-0 once again. Jesse, Messi, Lingardinho. What a absolute baller. 29th minute, Jesse scores an absolute fantastic goal. Half volley. Beautiful curl on the ball. Puts it in bottom right corner. Really, Schmeichel has nothing to do with this one. He has no chance. Lingard, a beautiful goal. Lingard scores once again just before halftime, the 44th minute. He is on fire. 8 goals in 9 games. He just can't stop. Assist from Kufal and assist from Jared Bowen. Bowen grabs himself a goal in the 48th minute just after halftime. This West Ham team are just taking. They are just like clockwork right now. 9 goals, 3 games. Yes, they're giving up goals for fun at times, but as we've seen the past 2 weeks, they want Champions League football. They're resilient. Yes, they're giving up those 2 goals. They're giving up late goals. They're looking like they could tie at like they did against Arsenal. But I think David Moyes after that Arsenal game is saying, "Boys, shut up shop. End it. We're going for Champions League football. Let's get there." And I think he's really getting there with this West Ham team. It looks very promising that they're going to Champions League football. It's getting really tight up there at the top at that 3rd, 4th place, 5th. No matter what, I think they're getting European football. I think they're going to get Champions League football. I would love to see a new team in the mix, not your normal top 6. We got West Ham now in there for top 4, which is beautiful to see, knocking off Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, all those teams. And Lingard's really carried this team. They brought in that experienced signing, and Lingard's doing great. You can check out my Lingard video I made, player review a couple days ago. Great video. But yeah, I think this West Ham team are showing that they got the bottle to get there. And if they get in the Champions League, they're going to have the money from the placement that they get from Premier League to go out and buy a solid centre half or someone else solid. And you can also sell off Declan Rice if you really need. And you got more money, you can bring in more players. You can invest like Leicester do. And West Ham could be a top 7 now, or even top 8 if you want to count Arsenal. This Premier League table and this Premier League in general is just becoming more entertaining and more fun as we go on season. But before I'm done with this game, I want to talk about Leicester City before I wrap this game up. Leicester City. It's going to be interesting to see. They'll probably hold on, but it is so tight. I'll talk about the points and the table in a couple minutes here. But I want to highlight this guy specifically, Kelechi Iheanacho. The guy is an absolute beast right now. He keeps scoring week in, week out. Nigerian superstar. He is going places. We've seen that classic Nigerian kid from the past couple World Cups. They've been a fantastic team. Always an entertaining team from Africa, Nigeria. And Kelechi Iheanacho could make this Nigerian team an unbelievable side. They already have some great players. You have Victor Moses. You got some other good Nigerian players. And Iheanacho scored some fantastic goals there. The first goal, I think Fabianski on his day could have saved it. He got the one arm over there, but the other one was still kind of behind him. And if he got both arms up, he would have saved it, I think. But it's still a beautiful strike from Iheanacho. A lot of power. It would have been hard to even keep out if he did get the hands up in time. And London 91st minute was just a poacher's goal. He's in there. He's a striker's goal. Everyone says, oh, right place, right time. That's a bunch of hogwash. It's a smart ability from the striker. That's exactly what Olivier Giroud does. He's in the right place at the right time. Benzema, right place, right time. He knows where to be, where to go, how to get those goals. And it's great for Iheanacho. I think I've talked about for weeks that I think Leicester City need to look to get that next guy after Jamie Vardy. And I think they found him here in Kelechi Iheanacho. I never understood why Manchester City got rid of him. I understand, money, FC. And Kelechi Iheanacho found a beautiful home at Leicester. And Brendan Rodgers always knows when there's a good striker. And he's found one in Kelechi Iheanacho. He could either replace Jamie Vardy, but right now they're looking like they're playing well as a 2. You could see someone else come in, and you could have Iheanacho and someone else, I would personally like to see Jonathan David from Los Lille, give David another season there, and maybe move him to Leicester City. I think that'd be a beautiful combination. Jonathan David and Clutch Iheanacho, Canadian guy myself, I'd love to see it happen. But West Ham were really dominant. They played very well, and I'm glad to see it from a West Ham team like this, and I really hope they can keep it up because this is a very good West Ham side. And I'm going to quickly talk about Manchester United versus Tottenham. Everyone's saying revenge match, a grudge match. Jose doesn't like that Ole's has his job. He thinks he doesn't deserve it. Ole's been playing dire football lately. A lot of United fans hasn't been enjoying Ole's football, but I'll always say it's a bit better than Jose's. I still feel like we're going to score. Yes, it is boring. We do sit back. But the counterattack, I think we have a meaning to score. When we have the ball, we're doing well. And we're always pushing for a goal, I find, at times. Yes, we might play defensive quite a bit, as we have in the past couple weeks. But in this game, all he shows is has tactics. Everyone calls him the PE teacher. I think Ole made Jose look like the PE teacher in this game. Tottenham didn't have a right to be in this game. First 40-ish minutes, United weren't themselves. We did play midweek, we played Thursday, we were tired. Makes sense, I'm fine with that. Second half, all he comes out, he changes that. He tells the center backs to push up, he moves Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw up the field. He tells McFred, Scott McTominay, and Fred to move up and press and win the ball back. And this is the first game you can say Cavani's added any balls into the box, any sort of balls in the box that he can work with. And if you get balls in the box, Cavani, we know he's going to score. He has 8 goals this season for Manchester United. He's been injured quite a bit. He's 34. But you got to look at the movement from Cavani. He's always moving. He's always communicating. He knows where to be. He finishes everything. The first goal in this game that got disallowed was a joke. Scott McTominay just touches Son in the face. It's just a movement when you're running. Your arm goes back. You just tap him in the face. And Son falls like he's been shot from a sniper out from the top of Tottenham Stadium. And I couldn't believe that this got called back. And everyone talks about, the refs are consistent. They're trying to be consistent. Look at what happened to Rashford about 4 minutes before on the edge of their box. And refs are like, nope, nothing happened. And Rashford's bitching and complaining. And I get that. Because then you go and you see Son drop like a fly. And the ref's like, we're going to call it back. Which made absolutely no sense. Because then he's saying consistency. Well, then say consistent and call one on Rashford. Or don't call it at all. This game was heavily referee biased towards Tottenham. I'm not saying that as a Man United fan. I'm saying this was heavily Tottenham biased, which is sad to see. But, United comes out hard in the second half. Son scores a nice goal, which should have been 1-1, but I'm not going to complain because United came out tough. They came out hard. They came out quick. They pressed. They moved up the field. This was Ole Ball. He played unbelievable. Tactically, he changed things up, and the game was different. It was all United. Greenwood, 96th minute, he scores. Good finish by him. Yeah, Tottenham were full sending, but it's still a nice goal. Still 3-1. And Cavani with a beautiful goal. What a header from the guy. Just dinks it in. Beautiful diving header. Just flies it out of nowhere. If he gets the ball into the box, he's going to score. Bruno almost scores a worldie. Lloris made some unbelievable saves. Without Lloris, this game could have been opposite. It could have been 6-1 just like them. And we always criticize Lloris and say he hasn't been the same since the World Cup. Yes, he hasn't been the same since the World Cup. But he does have shining lights. And this game, he really shone through. I think he had some great saves. Without his saves, Tottenham could have lost it by a lot more, like I'm saying. But can United win the title still? Nip and tuck. Let's say United win their next game, then we're behind by 8 points it is. City don't really have a tough run, and I think they played Chelsea. That's the only game I'm really saying that they could lose, and I think they will lose to Chelsea because Thomas Tuchel is an unbelievable manager. I'll say it now and I'll say it again. He is unbelievable. Yes, he has his fights with the board. I hope he doesn't because I want to see him have a good run at Chelsea. I've always liked Thomas Tuchel. I think he's a great manager. He's going to beat Man City. So if United can keep winning, win the game in hand, keep on winning, you never know what could happen at the end of the season. Yes, goal differential is not in our favor. But see what happens at the end of the season because City ain't beating Chelsea. Remember it. I'm saying it. City ain't beating Chelsea. I think Chelsea are going to pocket them. I think we're going to see Pulisic have a world-class game in that game. But I'm going to end that talk And I'm just going to say thank you for tuning in for another reaction video. I want to sum up both these games in one. I think they're both fantastic games. Great top four race we have now. Even a champion race we have now between United and City, the Battle of Manchester. And that third, fourth place, even Europa League place are anybody's. And I couldn't tell you what's going to happen, but I feel like West Ham's going to be in the Champions League next year. Mark my words. Thanks, everyone. I love this another reaction video. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what I do for my next video, and I hope you stay tuned in. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see what you have to say. Bye for now.